Hi everyone, welcome back to Ella's ESL English. Today, we're exploring 5 really useful English idioms that contain the word head. You may have heard expressions like keep your head, have your head in the clouds, or know something off the top of your head. But what do they actually mean? In this lesson, I'll explain each idiom clearly, show you how it is used in everyday English, and give you some natural examples to help you remember them. Let's get started. Number 1, to have your head in the clouds. To have your head in the clouds. This means to be daydreaming or not paying attention to what is happening around you. So, for example, during the meeting, she had her head in the clouds and didn't hear the question. While the teacher explained the lesson, Tom had his head in the clouds and didn't hear a word. While walking down the street, she had her head in the clouds and almost tripped. To have your head in the clouds. Number 2, to bury your head in the sand. To bury your head in the sand. This means to ignore a problem, hoping it will go away instead of dealing with it. For example, you can't bury your head in the sand forever. Those bills won't disappear. He buried his head in the sand by ignoring the doctor's advice about his health. Don't bury your head in the sand. Talk to your boss about the problem. To bury your head in the sand. Number 3, to lose your head. To lose your head. This means to become very upset or angry or confused so that you can't think clearly. So, for example, Jane usually stays calm, but she lost her head when she couldn't find her passport at the airport. He lost his head when he saw the mess in the kitchen. If you lose your head in an emergency, you can't help anyone. To lose your head. Number 4 is to bite someone's head off. To bite someone's head off. This means to speak angrily or sharply to someone, often without good reason. So, for example, I only asked a question. There's no need to bite my head off. She tends to bite people's heads off when she's under pressure at work. He bit my head off because I was 5 minutes late to the meeting. To bite someone's head off. And number 5 is to keep your head above water. To keep your head above water. This means to just manage to survive or cope, especially when life is difficult. So, for example, I work 2 jobs to keep my head above water. Small businesses struggled to keep their heads above water during the pandemic. Despite rising expenses, she is managing to keep her head above water. To keep your head above water. Okay, so let's recap the 5 idioms with head. Number 1 was to have your head in the clouds, which just means to be daydreaming or not really present. Number 2, we had to bury your head in the sand. So that was when you don't want to face a situation, you want to ignore the problem. Number 3 was to lose your head, to lose your head. And this just meant to become upset or angry about something and to lose concentration. Number 4 was to bite someone's head off. To bite someone's head off. And that just means to get angry with someone and to talk to them really angrily, sort of overreacting, to bite someone's head off. And then the last one was to keep your head above water, which just means to manage to cope with a situation, to manage to survive. Okay, so now we're going to listen to those 5 idioms in a conversation.
You look stressed, Bruce. Everything all right?
Honestly, not really. Work has been overwhelming. I'm just trying to keep my head above water.
I get that. Last week I was so busy I nearly lost my head during a meeting.
Really? You always seem calm.
Not that day. And to make it worse, my manager asked a simple question and I accidentally bit his head off because I was so stressed.
Oh no. What did he say?
He told me to take a break and stop pretending everything is fine. He said I can't just bury my head in the sand when problems come up.
He's right. Speaking of pretending, my new intern is so relaxed it's like she always has her head in the clouds. She forgets half her tasks.
Sounds like both of you need a reset. Coffee?
Definitely. If I don't step away for a few minutes, I'll bite someone else's head off.
Okay, so now we're going to listen to those 5 idioms in a story.
Mara had always been a dreamer, the kind of person who loved big ideas and bold plans. Her colleagues often joked that she had her head in the clouds, but she didn't mind. She believed that imagination was the spark behind every success. Still, when deadlines piled up at work, even she felt the pressure building around her. Instead of facing the growing list of tasks, Mara tried to bury her head in the sand, hoping the problems would somehow fix themselves. But avoiding them only made everything worse. And one morning, she completely lost her head when her computer crashed mid-report. When a co-worker gently asked if she needed help, she accidentally bit his head off before quickly apologizing. Realizing she couldn't go on like that, Mara stepped back, took a breath, and created a simple plan to get things under control. Bit by bit, she tackled each task, asked for support when she needed it, and slowly managed to keep her head above water again. By the end of the week, she felt grounded, focused, and proud that she had turned things around.
Well done, everyone. You've made it to the end of the lesson. I hope these head idioms have helped you understand a few more of the colourful expressions we use in everyday English. The best way to remember them is to practice using them. So choose one idiom from today's lesson and try writing your own sentence with it. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Ella's ESL English for more practical English lessons. See you next time.